Hey guys, James here from Sweet Science of Fighting. Today I've got for you my top 5 favorite exercises using these fat grips you can see right now. Now if you haven't heard of fat grips before, essentially you attach them to the bar just like I'm showing now, and they thicken the bar, turning it into a fat bar, so you don't actually need to go buy an axle or a fat bar to do thick bar training. Instead you can buy these fat grips. Now these fat grips are dirt cheap. The ones I've had there are a very old model. They've lasted me around 10 years now and I use them in almost all of my sessions, and they run for about 30 bucks. So if you go into the link in the description, you can grab them from Amazon. You'll be helping support the channel and you'll be helping support me at no extra cost to you. So here is the first exercise. It's actually one of my favorite exercises with the fat grips, and that is a power clean and press. Now this is 60 kilos to start, and essentially I like to do 1 to 2 of these fat grip power cleans, and then I'll do 1 to 3 overhead presses after that. Now for this particular workout I actually went up to I think it was 72.5 kilos, and I did a 1 power clean with 2 presses. And you'll find that there's not many other fat grip exercises that will really challenge your grip like this. The ability to try hold that bar as you explode that bar up to your shoulders is very, very difficult, and you'll find that out when you try it for yourself. Now after I did this heavy set, I like to do a back off set sometimes. So this one I did a back off set of presses because I wanted to do some extra upper body, and you can do this too. You can even do back off power cleans as well to really challenge your grip. So this is the first exercise in this entire workout, and definitely my favorite when it comes to fat grip training. So after this, I've just moved on to fat grips deadlifts. These are essentially my second favorite fat grips exercise that really challenges the grip. I like to go up to heavy singles, doubles, or triples, and then from there do a back off set of around 10 reps or 8 to 10 reps, and you'll find that your grip absolutely gets smoked doing this. Now the idea is that you don't replace all of your training with the fat grips just because you want a stronger grip. You may do, say, regular deadlifts. If that was part of your program, you'll do that with the regular barbell. Do your heavy sets, and then you may do accessory or back off sets with the fat grips to train your grip specifically, as we know that adding the fat grips will substantially reduce the loads that you can lift, which will underdevelop the other muscles of your body. Third exercise that I really like for strengthening the grip is the fat grip reverse curl. Now this reverse curl is nice because you're essentially training the wrist and finger extensors, so the muscles at the top of the forearm, which you don't often get to train with regular barbell or dumbbell movements. Further, it's nice for grapplers who have wrist control. For example, in a stand-up position, you've got your hand on top of their wrist, and it replicates that similar palm down position, so you can get that stronger grip there. I like to do sets of around 8 to 10. You can even go heavier sets of 6. And then I've got my fourth exercise, which is the barbell curl. So now we've got the palms facing up. Now obviously big arms are nice to have, but also performing the barbell curl with the fat grips, you get huge forearm activation compared to when you don't have the fat grips. It's like a completely different exercise when you compare doing curls with the barbell and then curls with the fat grips. So again, I like to do sets of 6 to 10. And then finally, we've got the fat grips farmer's walks. Now this was pretty light dumbbells, but if you have heavier implements, you can walk with the fat grips to make this even harder. So what's the reason behind using these fat grips? Well, if you look at some of the research behind thick bar training, we have one study from 1999 where the subjects trained 4 times a week for 6 weeks, with one group using all of the exercises with a fat grip and the other group using just a regular barbell. And they saw that the fat grip group doubled their hand grip strength compared to the control group. There's also a recent study done in Division 1 golfers, and they found that training with the fat grips improved ball speed, ball carry, and driving distance, whereas the control group, who only used the regular barbells, didn't see these changes. Finally, we have a newer study in 2019, and they actually used the fat grip ones model. So their fat grips now have 3 different models, and they're all different thicknesses. Now if you go on to our link in the description, I've actually done all the hand measurements for you, so depending on the size of your hand, you know which model of fat grips to get, so you can find that in the description. But essentially, using fat grips increased forearm muscle activation more than those that use just the regular barbell when they're performing the Fat Gripz deadlifts, which